Pick up the AK. There you go. All right. 5 bullets. That's more than he had in his M4, and he's got enough to be able to finish the round off. That's a good shot from Big Bear. Takes a little bit of damage from that as well. And Vanity, opportunity for an ace here. Will they go for a boost? Looks like they want to throw that player up on the half wall. They've got bomb control at the top side of Banana as well. And this is going to be a very difficult clutch for Big Bear, who has picked up 2 kills in the round and was very solid with the headshots on the Deagle a couple rounds ago. So I think out of all the players that are on the Instinct side, he seems to have the best aim, or at least hitting the best shots right now.
Exactly. Now it's a game of kind of a mind game, because they don't really know if he's coming from the spawn, but he's showing his hand, but he's taking down Vanity. Now he's turned it into a 1 versus 1. As long as he can find the kill onto Hydrex, which now his position is compromised.
Ooh! There it is.
Big Bear.
Nice. Big round for Instinct as well, too. I mean, they were able to bring the economy down a little bit, force some rebuys in the last couple of rounds, so that's going to start to whittle it down. Now it's going to be a matter of stringing a couple of rounds together.
Exactly. Now this is the economy situation that I was talking about. They got around on the board, yes, but they weren't able to keep 1 AK up. So now they're fully invested into this round, whereas Gorilla Gang, not only do they have this buy, but probably a force buy to follow. So, I mean, they're not out of the water just yet, but if Instinct can pick up these next 2 rounds, then they can start putting way more rounds on the board and kind of bring this back.
Yeah, and obviously that's the prerogative. A little missed flash there in alternate mid. The other thing to note also is that Gorilla Gang didn't burn their economy all the way down. They actually didn't go for any ops into this round. And again, they go for aggression. They push a smoke at bottom Banana. So, I mean, they just want to get it over quick, I guess. I don't know, but it's always been just hold W and hope for the best from Gorilla Gang, and so far it's been working out for them.
Yeah, I mean, this type of aggression from Gorilla Gang kind of forces Instinct to always play with vigilance, right? Like, they can't ever feel comfortable at any point in the round. They don't know if they're going to come through smokes. So, like, as soon as they see Gorilla Gang smokes, they're instantly kind of scared. You know, they don't know what's going to happen. There's always that X factor play. But a 1-for-1 trade does favor Instinct and a lot of damage dealt onto Ryan.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a favorable situation for Instinct again. They need this round. If they lose this, that's a big, big problem.
And Ryan's been so dominant on that B bomb side, especially with the aggression, even on the rotates towards the A side. So getting him low, trying to get him out of the equation is definitely beneficial. They missed the smoke to CT, though. This is bad news. Bears. Fortunately, OC goes down. Big Bear there again, finds Ryan, so they swing it into a man advantage and should get their I think this is actually their first bomb plant of the entire map.
Yeah, it is. This is a favorable situation right now. 3 versus 2 on the retake. Ben, Hydrex, they have kits. They have a little bit of utility. Double mollies, that should help clear out some angles, but if they're not able to find this kill in construction here, that could be problematic for them. And Big Bear just needs to make his move as soon as possible, but Dirk's picked up 1.
There you go. So the Big Bear will pounce in the end. He will pick up 2 more kills in the round. He's easily the heaviest hitter right now for the Instinct side, but again, I mean, starting to string a couple rounds together. Once you get that first round under your belt, you know, you get a little bit of that confidence back in you.
The gods can bleed.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, they go 8-0, and now it's 2 rounds in a row for the T side. So they're trying to make it an 8-7 half, or at least get as close to that as they possibly can. 5 rounds, 6 rounds on the T side. It's definitely nothing that's, you know, nothing to sneeze at. It's definitely at least a decent showing, given especially the fact of the way that this map started.
Definitely. Now, Gorilla Gang is on a force buy. They have 3 rifles. They have an op, but no kits and very limited amounts of utility. So early aggression is the answer to kind of compensate for the lack of utility that they have. They do get a shot off onto Dirks, but it's not fatal. So they're going to maintain that man up at least for now. But aggression coming in towards the balls, they're looking to take very aggressive control. And they will have that. But they are leaving only one person on the B defense right now, which means they have 4 towards A.
They're really confident on Vanity with this op right now. Hunkered down, though. OC going to be back here. Spots a couple. 2-tap dirt nap onto Dirks. He was low earlier on. It's just getting completely annihilated right now, and this is not what Instinct wants whatsoever going into this round. There's a nice return, though. It's into a 1 versus 1, and you've only got Vanity on an AWP. He's made a very quick rotation, though, and he's going to find the frag. So not planning default for Fained was ultimately his demise. He had no idea that that rotation was coming as quick as it was, though.
I mean, again, it's that aggression that's been coming in towards the Banana side. He didn't really know if it's going to be flank or if it's going to be towards coming in from CT spawn, right? Because they've had that instant flank potential pretty much the whole game. So, but yeah, Vanity read that pretty well. Just posted up with the op. He knows that he's probably going to cross in my crosshair at some point. But yeah, 9-2 lead in Instinct. They're down to an eco, but at least a single eco only. So that is a positive.
That incendiary is going to be off the mark. Another little bit of tagging going down on the feint edge. There's the smoke. They're going to barrel on through. Got an up on the other side. Ryan going to mow down two. Vanity's there with the USP spamming through the smoke. Ryan's going to pick up one. Doesn't realize that he gets by, but it doesn't matter. Vanity with insult to injury picks up a knife kill. And double-digit rounds now acquired for Gorilla Gang. The craziest part about this, too, is every single player is in double-digit frags on Gorilla Gang's side with the exception of OC. He's the only one that hasn't hit double digits. On the adverse side, Cookies, he's having a rough go.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's Big Bear and Fiend pretty much doing a lot of the legwork. No pun intended. But double nades down the middle on a very aggressive push coming out. Look at this aggression right now from Gorilla Gang, just leaving no room for them to breathe.
This is a buy round, too, for the terrorist side, so not giving them any room to breathe, keeping the hand firmly planted on the throat. It's just so different. I mean, what can you do in that situation? I mean, you've got a scout. You're locked into the apartments. They know exactly where you are. I'm surprised that they didn't try to knife him at the end of that round, to be completely honest.
That was a robbery. They just stole a gun round from Instinct. They didn't even give them a chance to think, to react.
Well, those opening nades were just so detrimental that it stopped them. They were just like, oh, man, now we got to rethink what we're doing because we've taken so much damage so early on. Then they don't hear the footsteps coming from behind those HEs. So next thing they know, there's 5 guns in their face.
Again, the same strategy that we've been seeing. The MP7, the M4 being shipped out, Vanity with the op towards Banana side, and just struggling with the deagle. But
wow. Just complete, utter demolition right now. I kind of, I expect to see it again. And what is Instinct going to do to counterplay that? Go alt mid, right?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you see that aggression coming in, you just either flank or you go at halls, where the defense is kind of going to be weak.
So we'll have to see where they decide to go right now. But as it stands, I mean, we've seen the nades down middle. We've seen the aggression come out. And, again, they're going to put an AWP in front of this. Spots the player going down into the mini pit in the middle, and that's going to be Dirk once again. Not even 10 seconds into the round, and he's already gone.
I really like that from Vanity. He kind of went forward into the middle pick, so he can kind of get a deeper angle into that pit side. I like that a lot from him. Nice crosshair placement, but Instinct again in a disadvantaged situation, and OC looking to go very aggressive down the middle.
Wow.
Okay.
They're pulling out all the stops right now. They go for a run boost through a smoke. He gets his man, too.
I wonder if these are things that they've kind of been rehearsing, or if these are things that are just like, it's well 2D. Let's just go full Gorilla Gang mode.
No. Well, everybody does manage to make it to double-digit kills on the CT side. And, again, I mean, 1 and 15 for Cookies. He's having a rough go at it right now. But maybe he's just not warmed up, Who knows? Maybe he just doesn't have a little bit of warm-up.
But, yeah, Gorilla Gang's coming in hot. I think this is a case of kind of Gorilla Gang being on, like, a 1 tier above the Instinct side.
Definitely. I mean, obviously they came in with a plan.
For sure.
And that plan was unabashed, unrelenting aggression the entire map.
Absolutely.
And even when they changed the pace, they still went for aggressive plays. We saw it where they played a little bit more passive on middle, but they were still pushing smokes. Once that 45-second or 30-second mark hit on the clock, all right, it's time to make a move, time to get some information, and just ridiculous.
It's that dread effect, right? Like, I was talking about that earlier, but you see a smoke, now you don't know if somebody's coming, being run boosted past the smoke. You don't know if someone's coming through that. You don't know if the pop flash is coming. You don't know if Ryan's sitting behind that smoke for 15 seconds, 20 seconds.
He did really well playing around those smokes, especially on B.
So as soon as you see these smokes, you're just instantly afraid. You're instantly passive. You're instantly kind of submissive to what Gorilla Gang is doing to you.
And couple that with the nade usage, the HEs down middle, down Banana and everything, starting around with 50 HP, 60 HP.
Yeah.
It's just so difficult to get any momentum going. Talking about momentum, Instinct needs some going in this half right now. And it is, again, aggression. Fast 5-man push straight up through brackets to lane side. But it's Dirks to pick up a couple. He's looking for some more. They've got a lot of players fortifying this site right now. It's Ryan to answer back. Big Bear is there. And Cookies, he's on the board again.
Yeah, I like to see that. But Ben's onside. He's spinning. He has so many targets around him. And Big Bear bringing it right back with the knife.
Revenge.
I like it. I love it.
There you go. And that's a lot of money as well going into the second round. no bomb plant means that the terrorist side is going to be forcing into this one, so expect some armor, expect some pistol upgrades, some nades on a couple of players, maybe squeeze out a MAC-10 or a UMP, depending on what the money situation is looking like, and that means that he's going to have a more formidable buy, even though they go for the MP9 buy. So this is interesting that they've gone for a full SMG buy, and you've got all but one player on Gorilla Gang with head armor.
Yeah, Gorilla Gang is the type of offense team where when they're kind of doing aggressive plays, they're all together, like 5 there, 4 there. It's like it's really hard for them to avoid. But look how much damage they've taken from utility right now.
They don't really spread the map.
Spray through coming in from Dirk, just kind of farming up even more damage. He'll be there for that support. This is a good round for Instinct to win right here. Oh, that's rough.
That counter flash was perfect. I think he was fully blinded, but Vanity even picking off Kevin. This is not going well right now for Instinct. That was the solo player on the B-bomb site, so he's going to get in and establish some control, even getting all the way through construction. They have no idea. It doesn't look like they have any idea that he's actually pushed this far.
Hydra, nice shot, and Vanity in construction catching Big Bear by surprise. 14-3. That is not a round that Instinct could have afforded to lose.
Not at all.
This might be GG.
It very well could be. I mean, I'd expect to see a force back. You can see Fainted already going onto the head armor, smoke, deagle play. But I mean, that's just Instinct picks up a pistol round. They even get the insult to injury knife, revenge for their fallen comrade that got stabbed in the previous half.
Yeah.
But then they give it right back. And it wasn't, I can't really say it was too much their own fault, but they hung around for too long. They went too aggressive on that play when they had the man advantage.
Yeah, now it's a B-bomb site's pretty much brute force to open up. They're not even stopping the train. They're keeping it going all the way into spawn. Big Bear trying to put an end to it, but OC's going to find the trade. Dirk, he does pick up 1 kill towards the alt mid side, but Hydra still from lurking position, and he's going to catch Dirk's off guard. Now just down to Cookies, USB, no armor.
Did pick up that AK, but unfortunately wasn't able to get anything done with that. So we're now on map point for Gorilla Gang. This has been a quick one. Like I said, they're making up for lost time that we had in delay earlier.
Definitely. But I don't think this is a showing that Instinct is necessarily a bad team. I think this is a showing that Gorilla Gang's here to play.
And the thing is they come in with a different level of preparation. They come in with a different level of synergy, it looks like. Instinct, playing a little bit puggy, playing a little bit more scared even, given the status of the first opening couple of rounds. But again, I mean, just holding W. I think that what they did with their keyboards is they actually just super glued their W keys down before this game started. And that seems to just be the way that they want to play it. Even the nades landing. Nothing going right for Instinct, and all of a sudden it's a 2-on-4 in what could potentially be the final round of this map.
I mean, yeah, it's really just down to Kevin. He has it from Moss. He does not have a kit, and he's picked up 2 kills. He's tapping away, and he's found himself the 3rd. And he knows exactly where the last player is, and that's a kill by Kevin.
All right, 4v1 clutch. Keeping the dreams alive right now. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
So Instinct with maybe a brief lifeline into this one, but keeping the dream alive for now. And he picks up a big 4K there at the end of the round. 1 versus 4 clutch.
And the real question is, what are the chances of them winning 11 rounds in a row here?
Well, Roy, we're going to find out.
Do you think there is a chance?
There's always a chance.
Do you think there's a decent chance? A probability that this could be the simulation that we are living in where Instinct does get 11 rounds in a row?
We'd have to be in like one of Anders' simulations for that to happen, I believe. This is definitely a daunting task for them. But all you can do at this point is take it 1 round at a time.
For sure, yeah, you have to.
And again, I mean, we'll have to see how aggressive they play it on the Gorilla Gang side. They're putting pressure on Banana. They've got 2 players pushing up, getting a little aggressive towards mid. They've left the bomb all the way back in terror response, so playing the pickoff game early on to see whether or not they can get that early info.
Yeah, I mean, Gorilla Gang is playing 2 halves of offense. They
really are, aren't they?
Happening on either side.
No brakes on this train.
Yeah. Oh, I like these split smokes coming out. That's going to isolate Fiend, and he's going to kind of blur his vision out. They have straight passage into Actually, I like that a lot. Trying to make a hero play, but Ben's ready for it. Down to 3 players. This might be the end, Mega Man.
Yeah, it's not looking good here for Instinct. They'd need another big clutch out of this one. Vanity even walking through his smoke. Dirk able to pick one off over the top of that smoke, so they've gotten a lifeline back into this one. 3-on-3 situation. Bomb has been planted and is ticking away, so they've got a lot of information to figure out here. They've got 1 back in Shadow, 1 playing from Banana, and 1 playing Pit here in the outside of the site. There's Cookies to find 1, but the response comes in, and Ben and Hydrex going to finish things off here. So it is going to go 16-4. But how about that 1 versus 4 clutch there at the end? That was pretty
Like
good
Kevin?
to see. Yeah, pretty cool
like
to
that.
see.
I do like that. Yeah, I mean, there has been individual firepower for Instinct. They just are not the better team in this case.
No, and I mean, obviously that shows, you know, the aim was very crisp. When you make comments about Ryan early on and how he was just, it seemed like every kill that he was getting was a headshot.
Yeah, he's,
you know, and even the, what was it, second round where he died or something like that, he headshot the first guy and dinked the second guy. So, you know, his aim was definitely on point.
I mean, what do you even do when you're playing against 4 people that aren't even missing shots? It's like, it's the ultimate trump card. You can have the most elaborate strategies. You can have the very, pretty much deep map pool or a deep strat pool.
Well,
but if you're turning a corner and getting killed instantly, there's just nothing you can do.
And the other side of that is when you're playing against a team that doesn't allow you the opportunity to even execute those strats. You know, because they were just in your face down middle almost every single round. It's just so difficult for them to even get anything started. You know, what are you supposed to do when you've got 40 HP and 3 guns in your face 10 seconds into a round, almost every single round? It was just a very difficult situation for him to be.